Hey, welcome back to the channel. Yes, it is. Today is Sunday, November 19th, a little after 12. We're right in between hunts. No, I haven't got him yet. He's still running. I saw 2 does this morning. I saw a couple chipmunks and a woodpecker. And Zach saw 4, all does. And they were headed up to grab something to eat. And then we're going to head back out around 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then sit right through till dark. So what I do sometimes in a video is if I feel I can't, because I hate text and messaging, because a lot of times the translation gets screwed up. And I appreciate you, homeless, that you're part of the channel and that you I value your input. Now, you felt that I had embellished on the issue that I had with a certain contractor. And if anything, I didn't say enough. I try to give people the better, what's the right word? Anyhow, if you give somebody money for something and they don't get that for you, and they don't have the money afterwards, after they told you they had bought the materials and had this and had that, then that could be deemed as theft, and that is a criminal act. Now, your contractor not doing a job or not finishing a job, or you're suing him in small claims court because you didn't like the job, or yes, if I want the money back, I have to go through small claims court to get that money back. That means hiring an attorney and all the other crap. But this is and I don't like doing this to anybody, but I really felt that the guy needed to learn a lesson. And, had it been his first time, because I feel for the guy, but it is what it is. And I gave him some simple advice, and that is to start being honest with your people around you and with yourself. To finally stop blaming other people or coming up with mistakes. Own it, take care of it, and move on. I told him, I said, you're better than this. And I even went on to tell him, I said, look, I don't think you're a bad person. I think how you're dealing with this stuff right now is not the correct way. You need to man up and step up. Period. I got the sheriffs involved because I'm good friends with the sheriff, the retired sheriff. And I explained the situation to him. And this is one way that they can push the envelope. Period. I could have just went ahead and just filed charges. And I never seen the money unless I went to small claim court afterwards. But I don't want to put the guy in jail. I don't want to give him a record. And as Claude tells me, he says, you're too nice to customers, and you believe what people tell you. And I've always been a person that I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. That's kind of been my way. And have I been burnt a few times by doing it? Yeah. But I just wanted you to know that, the story, that, I'm not embellishing. If I were, I would man up, because I don't like people that I always, my old saying, my grandfather told me, he said, sometimes it's better to talk to the horse's head than the horse's ass. And that means sometimes it's better to go to the source and find out what the real truth is versus as it's being passed down and people add to it. One thing that I decided early on with this channel was, I wanted it informational, I wanted it so it helped people, but I also wanted it to educate people. And for the folks that were having a rough time, kind of give them the leg up, and the people that, old school is, honesty. So on that note, the boys are getting here to head out to set. I felt this young lad, because he's in his 30s, needed someone to educate him a little bit. And that's all I want him to do. I want him to start owning and stop making excuses and stop lying. Because the problem with lying is once you tell one lie, then you got to tell another and another and another. And my grandfather used to tell me, he said, a lot of times, son, by being truthful, you will avoid a lot more consequences than you would if you continually keep lying and getting it bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've kind of held to that. And I think he can turn his business around and can get on his feet. We all know what it feels like to go without. At least I do. And I would assume you do as well, homeless. That at one point, I lost just about everything. And the only way I could look at it was the only way is up, all right? Because you got nothing to lose. But the one thing I'm unwilling to give on is my integrity, my honesty, and openness, and giving nature with people. That's what I value the most outside my family. So on that note, stay with us, homeless, because I think you have a lot of good information and a lot of good advice to give. And let's just agree to disagree on what have you and move on. I have no hard feelings towards you. Iota, nothing. All right, you guys, catch you later. Probably tomorrow morning, right?